Tucked away within Harlow Carr, the Alpine house and surrounding rock gardens offer a completely different atmosphere to the wider grounds. Smaller in scale but full of detail and quiet beauty. Stepping into the Alpine house, you are immediately aware of the changed environment. It's a bright, dry and carefully controlled, designed to mimic the harsh conditions of high mountain regions. These plants may look delicate, but they're built to survive extremes, from freezing winters to intense sunlight. Look closely and notice how small and intricate many of these alpine plants are. Cushion-forming species hug the ground, creating tight clusters of colour and texture. Others produce tiny, perfectly formed flowers that almost seem too precise to be real. It's the kind of place where slowing down really pays off. It isn't a garden you rush through, it's one you take time, noticing the details that you might otherwise miss. Just outside, the Alpine rock garden continues its theme, but in a more natural setting. Carefully placed stones and gravel create a miniature mountain landscape with plants growing between the crevices and slopes just as they would in the wild. There's a real sense of balance here. Nothing is overwhelmed to force. Each plant has its place, and together they create a calm, almost meditative space. Even on a busy day at Harlow Carr, it tends to feel peaceful. It invites you to pause, take a breath, and appreciate the smaller details. It's a reminder that beauty always doesn't need to be bold or dramatic.
Through the stillness, the clouds drift high. Thoughts like breezes whisper by. Endless waves of a calm blue sky, where dreams take wings and learn to fly. Gentle echoes of time's embrace. Each shadow finds its quiet space. In the flow of light, a tender trace binds the soul to this serene place. Let it go. Let it be like a river rolling free. In the silence you will.
The Arboretum at Harlow Carr offers a quieter, more spacious part of the garden, a place where focus shifts from colourful displays to the structure, shape and presence of trees. As you walk through this area, there's an immediate sense of openness. The trees are spaced out to allow each one to stand on its own, giving you time to notice the differences. The variation in bark, the spread of branches, the way each tree catches the light. Some rise tall and straight, drawing your eyes upwards. Others have a more natural spread, sculptural shapes. It creates a gentle rhythm as you move through the space, with each turn offering a slightly different perspective. This is a place that constantly changes with the seasons. In spring there's a freshness to the leaves as they begin to emerge. Summer brings a fuller canopy, casting soft shades across the paths, and later in the year the colours begin to shift, adding warmth and texture before the trees settle into their winter forms. There's a calmness here that feels different from the more formal parts of the garden. The space invites a slower pace, not just to look, but to take in the surroundings. You might find yourself pausing without realising it, drawn to the sound of leaves moving in the breeze, or the changing light filtering through the branches. It's a simple kind of beauty, but one that stays with you, a reminder of how powerful and peaceful collections of trees can be.
Through the stillness, the clouds drift high. Thoughts like breezes whisper by. Endless waves of a calm blue sky, where dreams take wings and learn to fly. gentle echo.
In spring, one of the most quietly beautiful sights at Harlow Carr is the appearance of bluebells. As you walk through the wooded areas, they begin to appear almost gradually, small patches at first, before opening out into soft carpets of blue and violet beneath the trees. There's something very natural about the way they grow. They don't feel planted or arranged, just gently spreading across the ground, following the light and the shape of the land. If you take a closer look, each flower hangs delicately, with the familiar bell shape that gives them the name, and when the light filters through the trees above, it brings out a soft glow across the whole scene. It's not bold or a dramatic display, and that's exactly what makes it feel so special. There's a quiet stillness here, a quiet, almost timeless feeling, where everything slows down a little. You'll find yourself walking more gently, taking care where you step, and just appreciating it in the moment as it is. It's one of those ceilings and highlights that doesn't last long, but while it's here, it's well worth taking the time to enjoy it.
Through the stillness, the clouds drift high. Thoughts like breezes whisper by. Endless waves of a calm blue sky, where dreams take wings and learn to fly. Gentle echoes of time's embrace. Each shadow finds its quiet space.
The lake at Harlow Carr is one of those spots that naturally draws you in, a place to slow down and take a quiet pause. The water sits still, creating soft reflections of the surrounding trees and sky, adding a gentle sense of depth to the landscape. It's a simple setting, but one that feels carefully balanced. The planting around the edges blends naturally into the water, and there's always something to catch your eye, whether it's the movement of wildlife or the changing light across the surface. On a calm day, you can almost feel it completely still, just the occasional ripple breaking the surface, reminding you how peaceful this part of the garden really is. It's the kind of place where you don't need to do much at all, just stand, watch and take it in. A quiet moment right in the heart of Harlow Carr.
Through the stillness, the clouds drift high. Thoughts like breezes.
Tucked away in a more sheltered corner of Harlow Carr, the Sub-Tropicana Garden feels like stepping into a completely different climate. Almost immediately the atmosphere changes. The planting becomes bolder, fuller and more textured with large leaves, unusual shapes and a sense of layered greenery that surrounds you as you walk through. This is a space designed to feel like warmer parts of the world, using hardy plants that can cope with the UK climate. You will notice banana-like leaves, artificial ferns and palms all working together to create that tropical effect without ever leaving Yorkshire. It's quite a contrast to more traditional areas of the garden. Where other sections feel open and structured, this feels more enclosed and immersive, almost like a hidden garden waiting to be discovered. As you move through it, the textures that really stand out. The contrast between smooth glossy leaves and a more delicate feathery plants create a rich layered look that changes depending on the light. On a warm day it generally feels a little more humid here, quieter, more sheltered and slightly removed from the rest of the garden, although on busy days it can get a little crowded. It's a great example of how planting can completely transform a space, just not visually, but in how it feels to walk through. A small area perhaps, but one that leaves a strong lasting impression.
Through the stillness, the clouds drift high. Thoughts like breezes whisper by. Endless endless waves of a calm blue sky, where dreams take wings and learn to fly. Gentle echoes of time's embrace, each shadow finds its quiet space.